Once again, I want to greet you and thank you for tuning into my channel. But today, I woke up with a lot of thinking, especially while I was on the bath, and I wanted to speak to certain situations. You see, uh, there comes a time in a man's life, in a woman's life, in someone's life, where it seems that all hell is getting loosed on you. You look left, challenges. You look right, challenges. You look forward, challenges. You look behind you, challenges. And it seems as if you're the other one who goes to bed and wake up in the morning understanding the dimension of the things that are befalling you. At such point, you find it difficult to, there's nothing you can explain to anybody. Even the person very, very next close to you wouldn't understand the challenges, the difficulties, what you have to deal with to stay every day and to cross every day. You get to the point where you wonder, will this ever come and pass? Will this situation ever come and pass? You dress up in the morning, you look very fantastic, you look amazing. People look at you at face value, but not knowing what you're sitting on, what you're dealing with. I want to let you know that such is life. I have seen and I've read and I've heard about people who has gone through worst things in their lifetime and have had to surmount them all. So I want to encourage you. It doesn't matter who understands. And no matter how much you explain, no matter how much you try to explain, people wouldn't understand. It is said that it is he that wears the shoe that knows exactly where he pinches him. Everybody around you will be looking at how glamorous your shoe is, how fanciful it is, possibly one of the major brands across the globe. But you're in pain. You're in pain. Just trying to hurry out of that shoe and pull it off. So I want to encourage you to stay put. Challenges are one of the things that propels us to the next level. They are part of the things that navigates our life to the point where we get to wear off the old skin. That's what actually happens. So you don't have to condemn yourself. At such point is where people consider suicide. People consider, a lot of terrible things on themselves. But I can tell you, just as there is day and night, no matter what happens, no matter how it happens, there will always be day and there will always be night. No matter how dark the night is, you must give way for the day to come. That's how one day you will look back, and I can even say there has been a point probably in your life where you had one or two issues that today you remember as past tense. And you wonder, oh, I remember those days. You give it as reference. So don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever abandon yourself in that cloud of loneliness. Because also what happens at this point is that you tend to become a loner. Most likely, you tend to become a loner. You withdraw completely back into your shelf because nobody around understands. Nobody around will understand. So I want to encourage you. I want to give you an encouragement. Don't lose hope. Don't contemplate suicide. Don't think about the things you will do that will lessen the burden. The most important is learn the lessons, make the corrections, pick up your life, and move on. As long as you wake up every day, there is hope for you. As long as you are able to wake up every day, you see the next day. That's keep hope alive. It doesn't matter. If it's not you, who? By the time it happens to you and you gain all the experience, I have come to understand that a man of many mistakes is an embodiment of a lot of experience. Because you have learned how not to and how to in the course of the challenges of life. Another thing I also want to say is that, at this type of period, you find yourself, the things that you were doing before become meaninless, become tasteless. You're not even able to pray. You're not even able to communicate to God. You feel God is against you. You feel people are against you. You feel, mixed feelings all around you. But I can tell you something. That's why I came to understand the principle of the power bank. You see, the power bank that you have in your hand, where you have charged and is filled up. And at that point where you can't find electricity anywhere around you, there's no electricity, no generator, no solar system, you can't find anything as such. All of a sudden, you remember that there's a power bank that you have fully charged. You just connect it to your phone. What happens is that your power bank begins to supply strength, energy, and sometimes there is a period in your life where you have invested so much in your life in prayers. You have been praying and you've been trusting God. There is such a thing as praying forward. You have fasted forward. Jesus was talking to Peter. He said, the devil seeks to sieve you, but I had prayed for you. At such point, you draw strength. Don't give up on God. Even if you cannot pray, keep hope alive. I was talking to my wife the other day. She's been talking about this revelation she had about, mercy, pleading on the mercy of God at every single time of your life. Even if you cannot pray, just keep asking God for his mercy. Just keep depending on the mercy of God to pull you through the circumstances, to pull you through the challenges. Because what the devil is trying to do is to break you. It might be mistakes that you have genuinely made, or things that you have done rightfully that you have to go through what you're going at the moment. It might also be things that you were not deliberate about. It might be things that you walked into carelessly, but they have consequences. They have repercussions. They have things that will have to move you left, right, and center. Whichever one that it is, what is important is that you do not give up on yourself. You do not abandon yourself. Don't lose yourself in the process. Learn the lessons that you need to learn. At this point also, you're going to find out that you're going to lose people. You're obviously going to lose friends. You're going to lose acquaintances. You're going to lose partners. Like I said earlier, you obviously most likely become a loner. But what is important is learning the lessons, understanding that God is not done with you. His challenges, and they will come and pass. As long as you do not give up on yourself. I was studying a place about David at some point where a lot of things has happened to the man, family and all of that, nationwide and all of that. At some point, Bible talked about where he woke up one morning, dressed up, and wore his best clothes as a king that he is, not allowing some of those things to break him, because the target is to break you from your foundation. That's the target, to get you cut off. But as long as you refuse it, as long as you refuse it, as long as you understand that there is God in heaven that oversees the affairs of men, have hope. Be strong. Don't give up on yourself. Never do that. Don't give up on yourself. So I want to encourage you. It could be in your business, it could be in your marriage, it could be in your family, between you and your siblings, maybe accusations or whatever that you're currently navigating your life around. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. You don't have to even learn how to pray. You don't have to pray. Just wake up every morning and say, God, I commit, have mercy. Just plead mercy. Keep talking about his mercy, his blood. He will come true for you. That's the truth. He will. He knows the end from the beginning. And by the time you're out of this process, you would have become a completely new person with a lot of experiences, lessons that you have learned. After all, there's such thing as life lessons. That's why we go to school. When you go to school, it gets to a point where the lecturers, the teachers set exam, and you have to pass. What if this is an exam for you? Are you learning the lessons? Are you able to pass it? Or you're just there condemning yourself, looking down on yourself, frustrating yourself, because at this point, that is what exactly you're doing. You're not living life. You're letting life pass you by because of the things. And let me tell you, you don't know what the next man around you is going through. Everybody has what they are dealing with. Everybody has what they are dealing with. So I woke up this morning and I felt I should encourage somebody who is going through a trauma, who is going through a difficult period, who is going through a very hard time, and you need to know, you need to really know there will always be light at the end of the tunnel. Stay strong, and thank you.